John Coleman, a bit of a milestone with the clean sheets, which we'll get to in a minute, and another game unbeaten, but I suspect we're going to be talking about a red card changing the course of a game. Sean McConville sent off 5 minutes after coming on. Did that change the game, and how did you see it?
It did change the game, that's for sure. There was only one team in at the time. You know, we'd had a great chance at the start of the game, and then, you know, the Lincoln for 20 minutes were good. Kept the ball, made a couple of chances, mainly through our sloppy passing. We wrestled control back, we changed our shape a little bit, we forced them back, we made a couple of good chances just before half time. Joe Pritchard should score. And then we've missed a couple. And then second half, we've started really brightly, pinned them back, set traps for them all over the pitch and took the ball off them at will. Dion Charles really unlucky, keeper's made a great save, had a couple of chances flashed across the goal. Could have had a penalty, Dion getting a barge in the back that I've seen given before today. And then, you know, we bring Sean on, his creativity, trying to win the game. It's a milestone for Sean himself, you know, equaling Procky's record. And then, you know, he sticks his leg out to control the ball, and the lad dives in with his head. No contact made, borderline whether it's a foul or not. Ref pulls out a red, and you know, then it's backs to the wall for the next 25 minutes. But I think we defended really well. You know, they've hit the post, and they've had the header from a free kick that was never a free kick. That's all we saved, and they possibly should have had a penalty. You know, he's booked the lad for diving. I don't think it's a dive, but you know, thankfully it wasn't. It went for us that one decision. You know, as I said before, we could have easily had a penalty ourselves, but we did defend well, and we limited them to very few chances. We were organised, we were stoic. Great word, Dan, stoic. And you know, I think the minimum we deserved out of the game was a point. But you know, if we want to go where we want to go, and I know people think that we haven't got expectations. Well, you know me, and everyone else knows me. And I've got high expectations. Don't worry about that. And you know, if we want to go where we want to be, we really should be winning these games when we've had control of the game for a good hour.
Have you been able to get any clarification from the referee, from the fourth official, from the assessor?
I mean, to be honest, you know, the referee has to go and have a look at it again. You know, I don't think you'd have to feel sorry for referees. They have to make a call. You know, and he's not got a lot of time. You know, it's not like it goes to Stockley Park here. You know, and sometimes they get it wrong. As much as it hurts, sometimes you have to accept that they get it wrong. Like we get it wrong. Like I've got it wrong numerous times in my career. And like players get it wrong time and time again in the game. And sometimes you just have to accept that. But it's hard when you have to run and chase and harry for half an hour with 10 men. But you know, that shows you what the character of our players. We dug in, and you know, I thought a point was the minimum we deserved.
Defensively, you look so solid at the moment. That's 4 clean sheets on the spin in all competitions. The last time you did that was 2005. So wow. That shows just how strong you are defensively. How impressed were you today?
I didn't take one for the team after that for Kenny Arthur. I didn't put my backside in a board and let people blast balls at me and soccer end with that. Sure, that might have been the kick. I'm not doing that again. Yeah, I was delighted. You know, delighted with the way the lads adjusted. You know, we changed the system because they were having too much of the ball. Once we did that, we took the ball off them at will, and we defended well. And you know, I mean, Cam's had a hard week as well. You know, his missus going into labour, and you know, travelling all the way, and you know, having a baby. Colby's had a few personal problems himself, and a little bit of an injury. A couple of players have been under the weather, you know, just because of the travelling and the stiffness. And it's been hard, but they're a great set of lads, and I wouldn't swap them for the world.
You talk about expectation and pressure on yourselves and ambition. With where you are, played fewer games than everybody else, you're seeing today as a missed opportunity. Are you very much looking at the upper reaches of this table?
You've got to. The time to worry about what's below you is when you fall down into them. But you can only play what you've got in front of you. And if you start looking too far ahead, you'll tip yourselves up. We never got carried away with the 2 away wins that we had. And we've come away from that game. I know the players in there are disappointed that we haven't won. I feel for Sean, you know, to battle back for so long, you know, for 9 or 10 months now of soul-searching work, you know, on his own, building himself up, travelling to 2 away games and not getting on and being a little bit frustrated because, you know, he's had that little setback with his ankle, then COVID, and then he gets a chance and he's champing at the bit and he gets the rug pulled from under him. He must think he's crossed a couple of black cats along the way in the last couple of weeks.
Will you appeal it?
We probably will appeal it, but I wouldn't hold up much hope. You know, we lost the Dion Charles appeal and the referee got stood down the following week for the error. So there's no. It is very much a toss-up of a coin.
Shall I save him a seat in the stand?
Well, he's a good commentator, but I think he wants to pass that mantle over to Jed Brannan now. He wants to concentrate on football. And it won't be long till Sean's fully fit, and that'll be a great signing for us.
And you've got a game Tuesday, you're back here, you hadn't had a home game for a month before today. Do you have to just see that as an opportunity and keep this unbeaten run going and try and get 3 points where you've only got one today?
You just have to keep battling away. And every game you play, you've got to try and take the opportunity to get the 3 points. You know, that's why we made a positive substitution. You know, and we still stayed with 2 or 3 up front when we went down to 10. We still believe we could win the game, and while I'm manager here, we'll always sound win games.